terrorists is because in order for a terrorist attack to happen, okay, let's be practical. In order for a terrorist attack to happen, the terrorists actually need that country to have an airline that has a regular flight time. So that's not going to happen with Air Zimbabwe. Like, hey, man, Ahmed, are we bombing Zimbabwe today? No, Air Zimbabwe has been postponed. How about Fly Africa? They've been cancelled. It just wouldn't happen. And Shona is just, guys, Shona, listen, Shona people, let's just relax with the language a little bit. Like, why can't we just soften Shona a little bit? Why does it always have to be loud all the time? Like, Shona people can't speak like at low volume. You've never heard like when Shona people are like whispering to each other, you know? Like, hey, guys, you're whispering. I don't understand. Why does it have to be so loud? Like Shona people, like I've noticed also because, okay, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm half Shona, half Ndebele, which means I'm colored. So all I'm saying, I'm an expert on this issue. Like I noticed like Shona people cannot even have like romantic music. They can't. You can't serenade a beautiful woman. You can't look at like Shona people don't even have like love songs because somehow you know what happens with the music. It kind of like it starts off like really like friendly sounding and then it just escalates and just gets violent from nowhere. Now I know white people can relate because remember you guys after independence, you guys like we're so chummy with these Shona people. It was okay. Then 2000, this is what happens generally. Like it just escalates from nowhere. I'll give an example, just in case you think I'm lying. Like a typical Shona song. Nyemwerera ruva remoyo wangu, zuva redunia razoshika. Kana vakaita ruchivo, apana zvinombobatsira. Shona dzangu tete tabatawanda, mawekani Yo, right? Shona people, relax. Relax with your language. Jeez, you guys. Come on. Like you can't even be romantic. You can look at a woman. You can look at any woman like in Ndebele. And she can sound so seductive. You can look at her and say, when I'm going to tell her about this woman, it's like, yeah. Ooh, just sounds so sexy. You can't do that in Shona. You can't look at a woman and say, you know, yeah. Oh, whoa. Guys, jeez, man, Shona people, relax yourselves. We want a peaceful country. Like, you know the funny thing about the Shona language, right? You can threaten anyone, even using dishwashing language. Isn't this why white people are so afraid of Shona people? Because I can look at you and say, if we're fighting right now, I can just use normal dishwashing language, just to threaten you. Like, yo, hey, Shona people, relax, please. The other problem we have in Zimbabwe, and we have to accept it, is Ndebele people as well. Ndebele people have a problem. Ndebele people are probably the most shameful Zimbabweans we have in the country. No, they are. They're really shameful. Like if you give any Ndebele person like money, you give a Ndebele person like $1 million, and Ndebele person will say, hey, I got $1 million shame. I don't understand. Did someone not teach Ndebele people how to use the word shame? It was like, hey, my wife is so beautiful, shame. Hey, in Victoria Falls, Simnandi shame. Like even Joshua Nkomo, when he was at the Lancaster House Agreement, when they were doing the Lancaster House Agreement and they were sitting there and they were signing the Lancaster House Agreement, remember, Joshua Nkomo must have picked up the documents and said, oh my gosh, Zimbabwe will be independent, shame. Come to think of it, he was probably right.